Are you feeling like things in your life are being unraveled and old patterns are breaking apart? If this is the case, know that you're not alone. This is a time of powerful shifts. What if I told you that these endings are creating space for something much greater? Hi, I'm Kady, an intuitive life strategist. In my Path to Purpose series, I share personal stories and powerful lessons from my own spiritual journey. My mission is to help you navigate life's challenges and step into the full potential of who you're meant to be. If you watched my October tarot card reading, you know that things are coming to an end. Specifically, we got some old codependent patterns are falling away. We're going through a major recalibration, and it's challenging us to stand firm in our values. Now you are being asked, what are your values? What do your values mean to you? How are you aligning with your values through action and through a deep sense of justice and fairness? This week, I pulled two cards, the Temperance Card and the Page of Cups. They both came up asking us to sit back and observe what is coming towards us, to collaborate with what naturally flows into our lives rather than seeking outward. I love that the Temperance Card came up this week because it gives me a sense of I feel like the temperance angel is an angel of virtue. And I feel like the angel of virtue wings are just being wrapped around me right now and just kind of keeping me stable and in balance and in harmony. And this is what the card is all about. It's about being balanced and having patience. And it's about blending the opposites to find harmony, the opposites of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. In these uncertain times, we need this balance to help us navigate and traverse through the uncertainty. So it's encouraging us to seek moderation in all things and to trust the right path will reveal itself to us. The temperance is reminding us that there is no need to rush or to force an outcome. Balance comes when we allow things to flow naturally and to work in harmony with the forces around us, the forces being our spirit team. As for the Page of Cups, this is encouraging you to explore your dreams and imagination, trusting that the universe is offering you a nudge towards a new direction. This card is a reminder to stay open to the unexpected and to listen to your heart, even if it takes you into unfamiliar territory. Again, I like to share my own personal stories as a teaching, so it relates to what we are actually going through. So it makes it a little bit more relatable, hopefully, to you. So I come up in my real raw form here to just share what I'm going through. So right now, I've been asking my guides for clarity on a particular direction I'm going into. I'm thinking of going into a different direction of where I've been currently focusing on and wondering if this direction is truly of my highest good. And what I realized is that my guides are dropping breadcrumbs all around me. I had to surrender. I had to let go of what I was thinking and just sit back, as we're being told here in these two cards, sit back and allow my guides to guide me in this. Over the weekend, I kid you not, I'm listening to a podcast, and in this podcast, this gentleman is talking about when we put so much effort in positive thinking of the direction we want to go and we keep moving forward, it's like we become this circuit where we are connecting up with the cosmos and we are moving this energy down into Mother Earth. And it's just becoming the circuit that we are conduits of moving this energy in the right direction. He said, the moment we have the negative thought, the thought that we're not going in the right direction, the thought that we are not worthy, we are not capable, whatever that negative thought is that our brains, our egos tell us, that momentum that we've been creating comes to a halt. And we have to start over. And we have to start over. And we have to start over. So the goal being, and his message here was to keep that positive thought going. In the moments that you stop and you realize you're having a negative thought, you're allowing your ego to take control, to stop it, get control of the thoughts, and keep moving forward in the direction you want to go. Keep your thoughts going in that direction. So how does this relate to me? I'm listening to this message, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, I need to start journaling what I want in the direction I want to go. because I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go in a different direction, but I don't really want to go in that direction. So I'm going to grab an old journal. I know I have a bunch that are half written in. So I go and I find this journal and I open it up to a random page from almost 2 years to the date. I open it up and something inside me said, read it. Now I'll tell you this, you guys, I never read my old journals. I just write them and forget about them. This time I opened it and I read it. This journal entry said exactly what it is that I have been working towards and thinking of veering away from. My guides were leaving me breadcrumbs. They're saying, you're right there. Oh, I forgot to say this part too. I kept hearing over the weekend, you're 3 feet from gold. You're 3 feet from gold. Have you guys ever read that book, 3 Feet from Gold? It's about not giving up. You are 3 feet from gold. The miners, and I don't have the story down pat. I've read it a long time ago, but the original miners went in and they were digging for gold and they were 3 feet from that gold vein. They gave up. I wanted to say it was like a father-son team. They gave up. The next group of miners came in and they kept digging and digging. And in such a short period of time, they hit that gold vein. My guides were telling me all weekend, you're 3 feet from gold. You're 3 feet from gold. Don't give up on what you're working toward. And they're leaving these breadcrumbs. They are speaking to me. I surrendered. I let them take the wheel. I put my ego aside and said, okay, you take point here and I'm going to follow. And they're assuring me that I am going in the right direction here. This gives me peace of mind to keep moving forward, to not give up on what it is that I've been working towards, even in those moments that I feel a bit unsteady. So the direction is breaking patterns. I am being forced to break old patterns in this time and learning to trust the new ways. As I surrender and trust, my guides are dropping new solutions into me. This is the Page of Cups, you guys. These are gentle, unexpected gifts showing up when I least expect them. They will do the same for you. Do you see that there is a fish in the cup? This is a gift. The fish you would think would be in the ocean behind him. No, it's in the cup. It's a gift in an unexpected way, waiting for him. He is on solid ground and he has been waiting for this gift. It's there. When we surrender and we trust that our guides are directing us in the direction that we've been asking for, and we have the balance in our life, we are not in balance. We're not allowing our ego to take control and misguide us at all. We are actually trusting in the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and creating balance and harmony in our lives. We are being guided. We don't need to chase after what we seek. We just need to pay attention and trust that what we need will come to us. Your eyes and your ears will guide you to what you need to see and hear before you can even reach out and touch it. Follow those breadcrumbs. Mine were trust this process, trust where you're going. They were guiding me to messages on a podcast, then to an old journal entry. Those breadcrumbs are not going to mislead you or misguide you. Surrender and trust the natural collaboration without force. What does natural collaboration mean? That means connecting with your spirit guides and entrusting that they are not going to misguide you. They are going to drop the breadcrumbs. If you don't know who your spirit guides are and you don't know how to work with them, one, you don't need to know them. You can just start asking them for help. The moment you ask them, you invoke them to come in and help you out. Two, if you really want to know how to work with them, understand them, build a relationship with them, book an appointment with me. One of my Sacred Soul Purpose sessions, I will introduce you to your guides as well as help you understand their purpose and how you can start to work with them. And you will start to see your life unfold with so much more ease and grace as you work with your guides. Yes, we may face fear in these uncertain times, but know that magic arises when we surrender and trust. This week is all about rediscovering those lost parts of ourselves. For those of you who may be directly impacted by Hurricane Milton, This is an invitation to stay grounded in the face of external chaos. Now is a time to hold steady to your values and to remain calm, even as the storm unfolds. Please, please stay safe and know that many of us are holding sacred space for you, your loved ones, your homes, and your businesses. I know this is easier to say when you're not in the middle of it. However, I am speaking from experience and have had to evacuate from my home multiple times with the uncertainty of knowing if I would be coming home to a home. I understand what you're going through, and your guides are asking you right now to stay calm, stay grounded, and trust that you're being guided. So again, know that I am holding sacred space for you as you navigate these uncertain times. This week, we are being asked to really pay attention to what is causing worry within our lives. And how can you clear that worry out? So I wrote an invocation for you this week, and I will be using it all week. In those moments that I'm feeling worried, this is one way that I clear it out. And the invocation is, and I will say it 3 times in a row when I'm using it. And if you've never used an invocation is inviting in what it is that you want. And when you say it in 3 times, it just gives it that divine fuel to really help propel you in that direction. So this invocation is, I invoke the grace of virtue to help me surrender and trust that I am being divinely guided in these uncertain times. Again, let me say it to you again. I invoke the grace of virtue to help me surrender and trust that I am being divinely guided in these uncertain times. I invoke the grace of virtue to help me surrender and trust that I am being divinely guided in these uncertain times. I hope that this reading really helps you, give you some balance and calm as you navigate the uncertainty or these uncertain energies of October. I do understand that we are going through this shift. We are going through this transformation. It is not at the end. We are just getting started in it. So this message is really to help keep you centered and grounded and in balance during this time. If you like this video, please like the video. I can create more content to help support you, the more people that like my videos, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I appreciate your support in that. If you are wanting more clarity on how to work with your spirit team or how to navigate these uncertain times and get some specific messages from your higher self or your spirit guides, please book a Sacred Soul Purpose session with me. Thank you.